Hello everyone, it's Nen from Insightful Vibrations. Thank you so much for tuning into the channel. Thank you for subscribing, and I encourage you to do so if you have not already. And I appreciate all the likes because they help me understand which videos are useful to you, and that will help me improve the delivery of my forecasts. And as usual, we will start with the astrology for the week of July 3rd to 9th, 2017, and then I will append a video for each zodiac sign, and we'll use the Lenormand Gilded Reverie deck to deliver that forecast for each zodiac sign. Now remember that these are general forecasts, and therefore not all comments will apply to all people, except that the astrology will apply to most people. And when you're watching those videos, you should watch your sun sign, moon sign, and rising sign or ascendant, because those will collectively give you a more comprehensive picture. So what's going on in the skies today? Well, it's a fascinating week, I'll tell you, because we start off very gently with the moon in Libra, and then it transitions into Scorpio, and then into Sagittarius, and then into Capricorn, culminating in a full moon on July 9th. So the week does intensify somewhat midweek, and then again on Sunday, the day of the full moon. Now the full moon will happen in the wee hours of Sunday, so just shortly after midnight here in the Stoney Creek, Ontario, Canada region, and of course you'll have to check the sources you have to determine when it will happen in your area if you are not in this region. And we also have some nice aspects here with planets forming congenial relations, and the first one is July 4th. On that day we have Mercury squaring Uranus. Now we know that squares are intense sort of alignments, but at the same time they can be reward producing or breakthrough producing kind of effects. So with this one, Mercury is all about communication. It's all about thought process. It's all about technology, transportation, those kinds of things. And Uranus is that really wild card planet that gives us these wild ideas that nobody's ever thought of, these very forward-thinking ideas, the eccentricities, the sort of electrical charge we need to keep stimulated in life and make things happen and change. And this very transformative planet being in a square aspect to Mercury means that all kinds of things could shake up in the communication, transportation, technology realms. I believe that those of you who are writing, who are communicating, who are journalists, who are lawyers, who are paralegals, who are basically authors of novels or any kind of communication efforts, even blogs, I feel that you will absolutely shine this week with this, and you may even think of an innovative way to present your material, present your ideas, and present some very novel ideas this week. So this is a really, really nice aspect. And this includes all of you videographers out there who have YouTube channels and other channels out there. Then on July 5th, we have the Sun trining Neptune. The Sun is all about the individual. It's our life force. It's our willpower. It's what makes us shine. And Neptune, currently retrograde up until the third week of November 2017, is the planet of illusion. It's the planet of dreams, of hopes, of wishes, and also the planet that can, make us a little bit laid back. So with the Sun in a beautiful, relaxed trine with Neptune, we may feel that we have a tendency to shirk our responsibilities sometimes. So keep your schedule in balance. Make sure you get your work done, but also make sure you get the appropriate R&R. And if you feel that your to-do list is getting longer than you care, or that it's just not being checked off enough this week, maybe you should just give that some conscious effort to change that, because it will be pulling at you to relax a little bit more this week. Now this is a fantastic trine for those of you who are on vacation, so enjoy that. Then on July 5th, we have the Sun squaring Jupiter, and again, where the squares are usually intense sort of events, I think that the Sun square Jupiter is generally positive, because, as long as you know to keep in check, any arrogance, any outlandishness about, any outlandish ideas about yourself, as long as you don't become over grandiose this week, I think this is just a wonderful planet, because you have, the planet of benevolence, Jupiter, squaring the sun. And, when they tug at each other, they're both benevolent, celestial bodies. When they tug at each other like that, to me, it just means more of good things. It's just that, you have to find that balance and not go overboard. I also feel that with July 7th, Mercury sextiling Venus, this is a really, really nice, chance for all of you to make money off your communication, transportation, and technology sort of issues. And, this will be really great for those of you who are trying to think of new ways to generate income or revenue. And also it may, bring communications about money that are positive, also communications about love. So this is very, very positive. On July 9th, then, we culminate into the full moon at 17 degrees Capricorn. And basically what we have here is Capricorn being a very mature sign, a sign of structure, a sign of, steady building up of your life in general. It's very much a career-oriented sign. It's very much, the sign that helps give civilization its structure. So it's a very important full moon, because what this means is that the full moon will be expecting you to culminate, whatever you're working on, and give it some structure, give it some form. You've been working on this pottery, and if it's still looking like wet clay, it's not happening. It's not going to be what you desire. But if you start actually, forming it and baking it and giving it whatever TLC you can, I feel that you can really build a long-lasting structure, because that's what Capricorns do. They build long-lasting structures. And that's what this full moon can represent. Now, we also have some real action in the stars. Well, the stars are fixed, so they don't really act per se. But what happens is that they have their own energies based on the alignments with other planets. Usually when they form conjunctions, we see some kind of activity that is related to the mythology of the star or star set. And what we have this week is quite a bit of action here. And unfortunately, with the full moon, we also have a culmination of energies that day that are very, very intense. These could even be violent energies of some kind. They could be energies that make people feel very egotistical, sort of taking on the attitude of my way or the highway. And this could play itself out on the world stage as well. I do feel that, we have some very positive stars coming up where breakthrough effects can be made, especially in the arts and writing. These are all supported by the fixed stars this week. But we have this star set Algol, and it is really a nasty star, or at least it's associated with nasty events, often dangerous, what we would call evil or violent events. And this could be anything to do with any extremism. It could be to do with, people being disillusioned or even downright criminals. So do take extra care in the 5 days leading up to the full moon, and also on the night of the full moon and the full day of the full moon. Do take care that you don't come across any unscrupulous individuals. Of course, if this plays itself out on the world stage, there's not much most of the common people can do about it, but you can be principled enough and communicate your views to those in power, and hopefully things will go smoother. And I also feel there's a real breakthrough effect with the stars this week. So if you're looking for a break, this may be your week. It may be a week where you can really change the pattern of things. So if you've been in the doldrums, if you've dealt with issues of forgiveness, this is the time to release all that, and that way you'll move forward. So I do hope that all of you have a wonderful week, and here are your zodiac forecasts for each sign. Take care. Hello Cancer, Sun sign, Moon sign, Rising sign folks. This is your forecast for July 3rd to 9th, 2017. We start off with the far left, card number 17, the Storks. This is a card that characterizes your week. We also have card number 31, the Sun, number 23, the Mice, number 34, the Fish, number 21, the Mountain, number 14, the Fox, and number 30, the Lilies. And this week, I can tell you, Cancer, you've got a lot going on the home front. The Storks are all about that nesting instinct. And I feel that there is going to be some difficulty on the home front for some of you, because what I'm getting is a health issue coming up with someone. This could be either a son or a father. You know, generally speaking, with the son there, it could be a son or a father, but it could also be more likely I'm feeling a father, and an elderly father may come down with something. It could even just be food poisoning, or something digestive, or diabetes acting up, or something intestinal, even an ulcer. But I do feel that things can come out well with the lilies there in the end. And the Stork card for this week also signifies not only home action, but it also signifies possibly moving or traveling to, some other location. And there may be, aspects of this that are very fun and delightful and promising, with the Sun giving all the optimism and opportunity, but there also may be some difficulties, some obstacles, or some delays, challenging you to, use your lateral thinking skills and really work through a solution or a problem. And that comes in with the Mountain card. But, look at the Mountain card. I always say this to people because it's important. The mountain looks ominous with that, cloud behind it. And it's tall, and it seems insurmountable, and that's how problems seem. But when you look at the front, there's all this lush growth. I mean, to me, it signifies that there's a solution right in front of your nose. You just have to look at it and feel it out and test it out and talk it through with other people as well. And then everything should be just fine. Now, one of the things I see happening here for some of you Cancer folks is that you may have a hidden enemy. This could be someone in your neighborhood, someone who's got some criminal inclinations. It's not a very nice week. There's a lot of greed and violence in the air, with the fixed star Algol being very predominant in its effects this week, especially leading up to the full moon of July 9th. That's the Sunday. And so, as also parasitic activity increases, in the 5 days leading up to the full moon, it's very important that you keep in mind that, you can't just trust people you don't know this week. You have to be a little bit discerning and discriminating in whom you trust, and, protect what you have, protect your valuables. But also the Fox there with the Mice is also saying, protect your health. Guard against, eating spoiled seafood, spoiled cheese, spoiled whatever, because a lot of us, spend time outdoors, as would also be signified by the Mountain, and travel, which is signified by the Storks. And so what you have is the potential to maybe eat some food that isn't exactly the way you expected. And so just be very careful with that. That's coming up for a number of signs this week. I also feel with Neptune retrograde, come to think of it, that, we're more susceptible to these kinds of viral inflammations and epidemics and things. So it is very important to control, how much, what, and where you eat. Now, I also feel with the Fish, there's some, a lot of monetary activity actually, and some of it will lead to a real wonderful feeling of peace and contentment. It'll feel like it's a fulfilling week. I also feel that with the Fish, somebody may be trying to spoil your money or take some of it. And I do feel that some of this may be very stressful and may start to impact on your health as well. Don't let it stress you out. Try some meditation, or listen to, soothing music, or play your singing bowl, whatever it is, get some peace and contentment into your life through sound healing, or meditation, or just go out and, have a nice walk by the water is always cleansing and restorative. So that's what I feel is coming up for you. And I feel that there are these few warnings and glitches, but I also feel you know, that there are promises of new beginnings here, and a lot of fortune that can be amassed. So I think that could all make you feel very, very good, Cancer. Take care.